Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to share my July favorites with you. So there are a few things in this month's favorites that are perpetual, eternal favorites. Things that I just found myself reaching for a lot this month. I have some skincare, some body care, and there's a lot of makeup. I do have a couple of fails. So let's start with, this has been living in my shower. I have been looking for an exfoliating body scrub that's going to be good at, kind of smoothing everything out, but not being too moisturizing. I've tried lots of other products that end up feeling like they leave a really heavy layer on my skin, or the product itself is so hydrating that the bottom of my tub just becomes like a dangerous walking surface. Like one slip and I would be like flat on my back, hitting my head on the wall behind me. But I have been loving this. So this is from Tree Hut. This is their Shea Sugar Scrub. So it has really nice texture to it. This is the second jar. I've already gone through a full one. I think I had their Tropic Glow scent, which smells kind of like this Old de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. Went through one of those. I'm now into this, and this Margarita Citron really reminds me of the Senorita Margarita from Philosophy. If you've ever tried that scent of body wash, that smells very, very much like this. But this is like, what, less than $10 at Ulta? I think I got this on sale and it was like 8 something. I love this. Now, it's not always on sale. I'll make sure to pop up the price for you right here if you're buying it at full price. But compared to a lot of other high-end brands, this is really great. It is moisturizing without being greasy. It's really great at exfoliating without hurting. So I never feel like I am like scrubbing my body down with sandpaper. And it doesn't leave the bottom of my tub like a slick oil spill where I have to carefully get out and then instantly clean the shower. Really have been loving this. And I'm gonna keep going through and trying all the different scents. If you have a favorite one, let me know what it is in the comment section down below. So I spent a lot of money on skincare recently. In June, May Lindstrom was having their summer bonus event where if you buy a certain dollar amount of product, they will include one of their full-size products for free. And the full-size product is one that I had only ever had a sample of before, and it's the one that in the last month I have fallen in love with so much, and it's this. This is the Clean Dirt. This is a beautiful twice a week facial exfoliator. It's basically a powder in this gorgeous black jar, and it smells like baking spices. It smells like all the wonderful things that you smelled at your grandma's house around the holidays. That's what I'm getting from this. So it comes out as a powder. I don't know if you can see it here. And this powder is one that you dump about a teaspoon out into your hand or into a bowl. You add equal amounts of water and it bubbles up and it foams up and it turns into kind of like this mousse. And as you put it on your face, the spices that are in here give kind of like an invigorating warmth to your face. I always feel like my face gets a little bit red. It brings a lot of, circulation to the face. But there is also a really fine, but not too harsh level of exfoliation. Now, it's not at all like those really harsh scrubbies that you might have grown up with, the St. Ives apricot. you know, it's nothing like that at all. And the other thing that's great about this is there are enzymes in this. So you put it on your skin, do a little exfoliation, you leave it for a minute or two. I do it while I'm in the shower, and then I rinse it all off. And then afterward, after I'm done rinsing, I continue to rub the surface of my face, and the enzymes help to slough off what's left. So the whole product has been washed off, but then the dead skin that has been released, I can just kind of lightly press on my face and the whole thing sloughs off, and my skin is so baby soft. I step out of the shower completely renewed. This is a gorgeous product. And price-wise, I'm kind of sad I fell in love with it because I don't know that I'm ever gonna wanna be without. That's all the skincare and body care. Let's talk about the makeup. For much of this month, I have really only been wearing Corrector, which is the Beauty Pie one, which I always love, which I should put in every monthly favorite, but I feel like you probably get sick of it. And this concealer. This concealer has been my favorite. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I found the bottom of the jar this month. I haven't even had it a year. I can't remember the last time I finished a concealer within a year. With as many as I have, the fact that I have been using this perpetually, okay, so a lot of days this month temperatures are in the triple digits, 100, 107, 110. I don't want my face to melt off, so I wear less makeup. So I am using this underneath the eyes, corners of the nose for redness, and then I have some discoloration on my chin from years of acne. So I'll tap a little bit of this there, and then right over my hyperpigmentation spot, which I feel like if I'm wearing powder products, this holds up better, but since I'm wearing cream products today, you can probably see it pretty good. My favorite thing about this is that it is creamy, but not greasy. That it doesn't really collect in my under eye fine lines and wrinkles, and believe me, I have them. I'm 47. But this is a absolutely beautiful, easy, it's like almost flawless with no effort sort of concealer. It's medium coverage, so if you like a medium coverage concealer, you might like this. I think the lightest shade they have is G12. I have G11. This is like my perfect skin tone match. I think if I wanted something a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter, I'd probably go G12. But I like, since I don't really use it a lot with foundation, I use it mostly on its own, I want it to match from where I have it to where I don't. And I feel like this is a great product for that. Now, I am wearing foundation today, and I feel like the foundation that I have been defaulting to, and I forget how pretty it is until I keep pulling it out. And it's one of those that when I first got it, I was like, I've never spent this much for a foundation, but now I don't know that I'd ever want to be without it. It's the Seamless Skin Foundation from Eldridge. This has been a beautiful foundation for me. This is the only one in my entire collection where I feel like where I have foundation to where I don't have foundation is so close you don't notice. And other ones I feel like I have to bronze strategically, I have to powder strategically, I have to, maybe mix a little bit of this, a little bit of that to get the color just right. This one is beautiful for me straight out of the bottle, and it also looks super skin-like. I like that it doesn't settle into my expression lines here in my forehead. I like that it wears really well, but it's not a heavy-duty foundation. It's very much a medium weight foundation, and I really love that about this. What's interesting is that this was not a product that I was purposefully reaching for. When I was thinking about the sort of makeup look I wanted for the day, I found that my hand just kept going towards this and picking it up like, I'm gonna wear this. I want a glowy natural look. I'm gonna wear this. I want something that's gonna wear well all day. I'm gonna wear this. I want a good skin tone match and I don't have to futz about it. I want out the door quickly. I wear this. This has really kind of been my default, and I didn't realize until I started looking at what I've been wearing for much of this month, this has been the foundation. Now remember, I don't wear foundation every day, but this one is fantastic. Two different powders I have been really loving this month. Of course, I love the Wowder from Glossier. This is a lightweight powder that works beautifully under my eyes. As I get older, I find that not everything looks good under my eyes. Some things make me look dry, some things make me look older, some things emphasize that texture and those fine lines. This doesn't. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this is I don't like the mesh net bouncy packaging, like this little trampoline of, powder still comes through, but this is my least favorite type of powder packaging. I'd rather have just a regular sifter with a sifter cover, or even just an open sifter, but that's okay, that's okay. I think this is a fantastic product. I have the lightest shade, which is G11, G12. I like that it's clear and you can see on the bottom how much you have left, so that when things start to get close to being done, you can get another one. Glossier is coming to Sephora in 2023. I heard that recently and I was like, oh yes, because really a lot of times what keeps me from purchasing Glossier products is not having the ease of just, going to my local store and picking it up. There is something easy about knowing that, if I want one, I just drive to Sephora and boom, and grab it. I'm delighted knowing that I'll be able to pick up my favorite products from Sephora. Another Glossier product that has been a huge hit for me this month is their Brow Flick. I picked this up in June and I've been trying it. They have 3 shades. They have blonde, brown, and they have black. And I feel like it's kind of like a soft black. This is one of those marker style pens. And I go through seasons of using only pencil and that's it. I go through seasons of like tinted fiber gel and that's it. And I have been using this almost exclusively for the entirety of July. And I'm able to just draw little hairlight strokes in where I want them. And then I set it all with a clear brow gel. I've been using the Control Freak from NYX, but this has given me the best brows. Because sometimes if I'm using a tinted fiber gel, it doesn't have like the strong hold that I'm looking for, and halfway through the day, my hairs are starting to, instead of, going up and out, they're starting to kind of droop a little bit. Sometimes I'll feel like all it'll take is like me doing this in the hot heat and a little bit of perspiration and like my eyebrow is gone. That's not the case with this. I'm not saying that this is waterproof, but I feel like it has a little bit more tenacity and it stays on just a little bit better than some of the other products I've been reaching for up to this point. It's triple digits, it's sweaty weather, and this has been great and I really like it. And now knowing that I'm going to be able to get this at Sephora, I don't know, this might be my new favorite brow pen. I kind of got off track. I was going to talk about all the powders and other stuff. All right, one other powder I have been reaching for is this one from Besame. It comes in this limited edition package. It's a refillable compact. It was part of their Maryland collection last year, so you can't still get this, but you can get the powder that's in here. And this is the powder that I have been reaching for on days that I know I'm gonna be at work all day, I'm gonna be wearing a mask for 9 hours, and I need my makeup not to go anywhere. I have been setting it with this. If I'm not mistaken, you can purchase this powder individually from Besame's website. I think they renamed it from the Maryland powder to the 1952 Soft Focus powder. This is a beautiful translucent powder. It's completely matte. It does look like it has some sort of coverage to it, but the minute you blend it in, it's completely gone. I love this powder, and I'm able to use this. I mean, I can in a pinch use it under my eyes. I usually use a dedicated under eye powder for here, just so that we look as happy and alive as possible and not dry and deserty down here. But this is great all over. Beautiful on my nose. I find that it really diminishes the look of the pores across my nose and right through here. It's really good at setting all the rest of my base makeup so that it lasts all day long, and it's not heavy. It's a really luxurious powder, and I could definitely tell that I'm getting like a little dip in here. I'm eventually going to need a new one, but I love that Besame has their refillable compacts, and you can buy just a product to go in here. They do at times come out with limited edition, like heavy duty compacts like this. I think the ones that they have right now, if I'm not mistaken, let me just take a look on the website. They have a slim refillable travel compact. I think it's made out of plastic, but it is refillable. I know that there have been multiple reusable compacts like this for limited edition releases. I'm glad I have this one. This one is stunning, but I like mostly the powder on the inside. This has been a favorite. Been reaching for a lot of cream products this month. No surprise here. I do love the new Pink Moon from Lisa Eldridge. This is the highlight that I have on today. I find that it's a little bit more subtle than my other favorite, which is Crystal Nebula. Crystal Nebula tends to be a little bit warmer and a little bit more reflective and visible, and maybe because it's just a hair deeper. But this is a beautiful, soft, gorgeous, natural skin glow. I really, really have been liking this. Other cream products I've been reaching for a lot is this. This is the cream blush from Rose Inc. This is the shade Azalea. This, it's interesting. The texture of this is really different because every time I put my finger in there, I almost feel like it grabs my finger. There are other cream products where your finger just instantly like slides, like you're on a really slick surface, and this one my finger kind of grabs into it. It's a beautiful shade. This is what it looks like. I've been wearing it like this on the lips, and I've been kind of blending it out like this on the cheeks. I really have been loving this. It is one of those easy, quick, I use my fingers, I can use a sponge, I can use a brush, like anything works, but one of the days I'm like, gotta go, just a little bit of, corrector concealer, a little bit of this on the cheeks and the lips, and I'm out the door. This has been one I've been reaching for a lot. Another product that I have been loving this month, I'm back in love with the Petrichor blushes. This is the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, and I have the shade She's That Girl. I want to pick up another one of his shades that were, I think, new this spring, but I keep telling myself I have so much blush, never going to use it all. I love that we have a cream product right here underneath this little window. I have been loving this and using it a ton, And the powder blush is also really nice. So normally I would cream blush first and then powder over the top, but I have been watching a lot of Petrichor videos where he powder blushes first, like this, and then I'm going to do a little swatch over here of the cream blush for you. So this is the cream, this is the powder, but then he'll take what's, you know, like a small amount and tap it right over the top of the powder, and it brings a beautiful, soft, luminous look to it. And I think that when that happens, you're getting some of the, you know, creamy emollient and that shine that looks so skin-like. So this is what it looks like just by itself. This is the cream by itself, but this is the cream tapped over the powder. And it is so luscious. It's what I'm wearing today, and I have the powder down first and then the cream. And oh my goodness, I absolutely adore. This has been something I've been reaching for a lot, and I really do like these kind of mostly pink, but a little bit peachy shades. It's gorgeous. I've been head over heels for this bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I've always liked her bronzers, and this is the first time I've tried a cream formula. It's not the first time she's done a cream formula, but this is the first time I've tried her cream formula. And I know this is different than one of the other ones, like the limited edition summer ones that she released several years ago, but I've always liked the way that her powder sits on my face. I like that it doesn't make me look older. I like that it actually buffs and blends beautifully. And so I had really high expectations for this product. I have the lightest shade in this beautiful skin sun-kissed glow bronzer, and this is fabulous. I've been using it so much. So this is what a finger swatch looks like. It's gorgeous. The fair shade, I feel, is like a better tone overall, because I do have the fair shade in the Airbrush Flawless Finish bronzer, and that one is, I don't know, it's almost not even a bronzer. It is let me show it to you. I love the formulation of this product. It's the one that comes in the big gold compact, and it's amazing. But do you see the difference in tone between these two? Like, this is the bronzer tone that I'm really hoping for, and this right here, it always reads just way too warm and way too yellow. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is the powder one. I think I like the formula. If I ever need another one, I probably will go for shade number 2. But this is exactly what I've been looking for in a cream bronzer. Super easy to apply. Goes on beautifully with fingers, goes on great with a sponge, goes on great with a brush. And when you take the time to blend it out, it is just the most gorgeous. It's not too much. It's just enough. It's fabulous. It is what I'm wearing today, and I'm wearing it very lightly. I find that this is one of those that if I need a little bit more oomph from it, I can build it. It's very buildable. But I also like that when I'm done, my skin doesn't feel tacky. This is one of those that when it's completely blended in, the skin doesn't feel tacky. It just feels like your skin. There are other products that always feel a little creamy, a little emollient on the skin. This one is super easy and very cosmetically elegant. It works well on days when I'm wearing powder. When I'm not wearing powder, I can put powder over the top. I really like this. I have been wearing the most easy, lazy girl eyeshadow all summer. Today I am wearing some of my favorite singles from Sydney Grace. Some of these came this month and I was so impressed with them. All right, let me walk you through. These are the shades I have been wearing all month long. And this right here is the shade Petrichor. It's new for July, part of their July bundle. Right next to that is Puppy Love, another one that's new for July. I have both of these on. I have Puppy Love all throughout the crease, Petrichor kind of in the outer corner. This one here is called Completely Pardoned. This is new for July as well. So these top 3 here are part of their July bundle, have been loving. But I also pulled in some of the ones that I've had for a long time here. So I'm wearing this one on my lid today for a little bit of sparkle. This one's called Blondie. I have this one here. This is Peace. And this one is Aim High. Now these are the most beautiful, like shiny, delicious, amazing eyeshadows. I think I just swatched these over the bronzer. But look at that. This is exactly what I like, and I feel like one of these metallic shades is enough to just like sweep over your eye for a one shadow look. If you're looking to, you know, bring a little bit of interesting light and dimension to your eye, one of these can be fantastic, you know, like tapped right in the center. But these kind of cooler, almost rosy tones. I know this one here gets really dark, but these guys in through here, this one's a little bit warmer. I love these. These are the 2 mattes. This is Petrichor and this is Puppy Love. Let me swatch these for you. So Petrichor and Puppy Love, they have been exactly what I'm looking for. I have been wearing both of just these two on my eyes for work this month when I want something really simple, or using just Puppy Love as kind of like a crease color and I'm out the door. These have really been kind of like the 6 Sydney Grace singles I've been reaching for, and they all coordinate together really well. So I really have been loving this. I thought the July bundle was great. All right, because Sydney Grace had their Christmas in July sale, but as I was going through, I did a video, I'll link it for you here. I was swatching all of my palettes, all of my singles, things that are still available for purchase. And I remember why I still tell you that the Enduring Love is my most favorite Sydney Grace palette. This is fantastic. It has a beautiful mix of those kind of foiled pigments. It has an incredible mix of cool shades. We do have some warmth in here, you know, like this shade here is a little bit warm. But I remember the first time when I saw the promo photos for this, I was like, I don't know. I love this eyeshadow palette. I use it all the time. Now, I don't always use this deep purple here. I don't always go for this blue, but the rest of it, aside from the, you know, purple and the blue, this is one that I have used a lot for work this month. Sometimes I'll use a lighter matte shade. And by the way, this is the light variation. They have a light and a deep. So that crease colors and highlight shades are appropriate for richer skin tones or for lighter skin tones. I love that inclusivity, but I really have been enjoying this again. I did put this in my July makeup bin. This is the Petrichor from Viseart in Chocolat. Been using this one a lot too, and I realize I go between, you know, cool tones or warm tones, and when I'm wearing warm shades like this, I do a really bronzy look, kind of no blush, a really fun sparkly but nude lip. It's been very much a summer bronzy vibe, and this has been helping me get there. Another palette I can't stop reaching for is the ABH Nouveau palette. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. I love it. I feel like, you know, the metallics in here are very, very reminiscent of Sydney Grace. You see the shine and sparkle on these guys? I really feel like these have that similar quality to them. I'm trying not to make a mess of the swatches here, but look how beautiful. Even this duochrome here on the end, that's called Peacock. It kind of goes a little bit warm, a little bit blue, but I love these shades. I've been using these so much. I like the mattes in here. I find that I get the most successful looks when I kind of visually eliminate one of the shades. Guess which one? This one right here. And so when I look at the palette this way, I find I really like the looks a lot more. It's a beautiful shade. I just don't know what to do with it. And maybe it's because I feel like the rest of the palette is so warm. That one really cool pastel lavender shade throws me off. I have used it. It is actually really nice. It is one of the shades in there that is listed as a pigment and not for the eye area, but I've used it on the eye and I haven't had any problem. But this is also where I tell you, I don't have particularly sensitive eyes. I've never in my memory ever had any reaction to any eyeliner, mascara, shadow, cream, anything. So take that for what you will, but this has been in heavy rotation. Lisa Eldridge released new lipsticks this month. She released 10 new shades and I picked up 8 of them. If you want to see that video where I tried them on, I will link it for you here as well as the description box below. But I have been loving all of these new lipsticks. They make my heart supremely happy. I'm absolutely delighted by each one that I picked up. And I don't know, there's 2 that I didn't get that I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe I need them. So I'm thinking about it. But let me show you the 4 that really have been getting heavy rotation. The first one is the one that I'm wearing right now. This is Night Thoughts. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is one of those, it's not plum. It's more like I think she describes it as like a cassis color. And I think that's beautiful because it's not too brown, it's not too purple, it's absolutely stunning. I think what I enjoy the most about this, first of all, I love the formula. It's very comfortable, it's very easy to wear, easy to reapply, it feels soft and nourishing. It's also very hydrating, but this shade is the sort of shade that I have been looking for. It reminds me of a lipstick that I fell in love with in the 90s from Clinique that they just don't make anymore. And I kept trying other formulas. I tried ones from Dior. I tried other Clinique lipstick. It was very similar to like the original Black Honey, but it wasn't. But this shade here is not really like Black Honey, but it has that same depth, and it looks sheer and beautiful on your lips, and it looks good on so many different people. I have been obsessed with Night Thoughts, and this is probably the one that when I saw it, I was like, oh no, looks kind of, but then when I saw the models and the lip swatches, I was like, oh yes, 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 yes. And when I got it home, I have been wearing this a lot. Like there'll be times that I'm straight out of the shower and I'm, you know, just my skincare on and I'm dressed and getting some stuff done around the house before I head off to work, or if it's a non-work day, I don't have my makeup on, but I will reach for this because it makes me feel beautiful and it makes me feel empowered. Love. All right, other ones I have been loving, the usual suspects, a red. This new one is Palazzo. This is another luxuriously lucent lipstick like Night Thoughts. It's a gorgeous red shade. This is one that I've had to tell my 14-year-old she can't just come in here and like take it because she has been loving red lipstick too. She's like, Mom, I see why you love red lipstick. And she likes this one because it's sheer, it's lightweight, it's comfortable, it's not too fussy. So if you don't have like a perfect, absolutely perfect line, it's not the end of the world. But this is super comfortable. I love this, been wearing it a ton. The other kind of reddish shade that I love that is new is this one in Strawberry Shock. And it kind of straddles between pink and a red. It's really, really interesting. It's a very, very bright color. This is the Insanely Saturated formula. And I have been wearing this a ton. I feel like it is very moisturizing on the lips. It's super comfortable. And this is one of those that if you like blend it out and you want more of like it looks great like this too. I used it as blush the other day. A really pretty matte blush. It was absolutely stunning. I really like this shade, and you can see that it's not really quite a red, but it has a little bit of a, you know, pinkish lean to it. I love it a lot. The other one that when I saw the bullet and images of it, I was like, oh no. This one's called Meet Me in Berlin, and I have been wearing this one for work. It's gorgeous. So it's sheer, it's lightweight, it's one of those luxuriously lucent lipsticks. If you didn't know, I work at a dentist's office and I'm in a mask all day. Every time I'm in with a patient, I've got a mask on. So I find that I want something that's gonna give me hydration, it's gonna give me a little bit of color, but because I am in a mask, if it moves around a little bit while I'm talking, that when I take it off, I don't have like lipstick like all around. It's what I call clown mouth. This is a beautiful shade. It is fantastic. And I love it when it's, you know, I've had it on for a couple of hours and I take my mask off and it looks like this. Oh my goodness. So it's beautiful straight out of the tube, shiny and glossy and gorgeous, but when it is this is what it looks like when you just put it on. But when I take it off and it has more of that kind of lived in, slightly like this look, oh, it's everything my heart wants. It's beautiful, it's nourishing, it's comfortable, and the shade is so pretty. And I never thought I was a brown lipstick kind of girl, because I usually am not, and I realize it's the undertone in the browns. I've never really found a good tone. Lisa is the master of like the perfect undertone, where it's just right, it's not too much, and it really does give that 90s vibe without being too much like oh, you're wearing a 90s lipstick. That's what I love about Meet Me in Berlin. It's beautiful. Other lip products I have been loving. This is one from Honest Beauty. I picked this up, I think, in May. This is their tinted lip balm. This is the shade Blood Orange. So it's kind of a warm red. You'll see that, but it's so lightweight. It doesn't really feel like it's not a lipstick. It doesn't even really feel like a lip balm, but when you just keep going over and over and over and over, like I'm sitting here just like scribbling over the same part of my hand, you can get more color out of it, but I'll tell you, this makes my lips feel amazing. This is one that I kept by the side of my bed as like a night treatment. Now, it's not meant to be a night treatment, but I find that it's hydrating enough. If I'm sitting in bed late at night crocheting before I turn my light out, I've been having this, or I've been reapplying, and I wake up in the morning and my lips still feel really good. So I have been loving this. I'd really be curious to try other shades. And the other two that I've been using this month nonstop are these. These are the Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oils from Beauty Pie. I have the shade Sun Haze. This is a limited edition summer color. It's a really pretty nude. This is one I've been wearing under my mask at work because it's hydrating. I don't end up with clown mouth when I wear this. It feels fantastic. And my favorite shade, I just got a new one of these because I don't want to be without. This is the shade Jammy. This is absolutely stunning. It's just enough color without being too much. It looks great over a deeper lipstick. Let's put a little bit of this on right here. I think it looks great over a lipstick, but most of the time I just wear it like this on a light or no makeup day. Obviously a favorite. This is my second tube of this. I'm about to open my third. I will get to the point where I take this stopper out and I'm scraping all the sides down. I stick a lip brush and like I want everything out. This is really a beautiful lip formula. And I love these two shades. They've been in high rotation this month. I do have a couple of fails this month and they're both luxury prices. And I think maybe the way the product performs in hand with the price that it is why I don't like it and I'm putting it in the fails. The first one, you might have already heard me talk about Lancome's new mascara. This is Le Huit Hypnose Mascara. This is interestingly enough, a tubing mascara. This is $32, but you see how it's like chunky on the brush. I feel like there are places, like especially like right here, where there's a ton of mascara and then not in other places. And there's a few chunks here, there, and everywhere. This is one that the minute I pulled it out, it was very dry. And I like a drier mascara formula. If one's too wet, I find that all of my lashes tend to get into like 3 little triangular clumps. That's not what I'm going for. This actually stays really well and it comes off with warm water, which is what I like about a tubing mascara. I know that they're trying to be sustainable by giving you recyclable glass packaging. The only plastic is, you know, with the applicator and the cap here. I think the best thing to do is just to describe the sort of lashes that I have. They're not long, they're not full. They are kind of straight and they point downward just a little bit. So it takes a lot for me to get them to curl and to go up. And then I need something that's gonna hold that curl. I don't find that this holds that curl. I also don't find that this gives me the volume that I'm looking for because it is a little bit drier. It takes a lot to get this to build on itself. And I never get the volume that I want. Length is okay, but my lashes just look okay. And I can get drugstore mascaras to give me a fantastic look and not just an okay look. The one thing that this has going for it, and I don't know if this is important to you, and it doesn't really bother me because I don't really touch my eyes that much, is that when it dries, it doesn't feel hard and crispy and pokey. Because some mascaras, I feel like Lancome's Mr. Big, when it's on, it's like it holds them in place and then lets like they freeze in place. And when you touch them, they're a little bit crispy and they're a little bit sharp and pokey. This is actually feels really soft on the lashes. Your lashes still feel kind of soft and almost naturally lash-like. But I don't know that it's worth it for the is it $32, $33? I think it's $32 for this. This is the first Lancome mascara that I've tried in a long time that I didn't love. I've tried every single Lancome mascara launch since the early 90s. There have been some that don't work for me, but most of them I think are really great. And I always love Lancome mascaras. I feel like they are kind of worth the money, especially if you can get them on sale. This is one that I would not repurchase, that I would not recommend, unless you have gorgeous lashes already and you like a lighter weight, more natural looking mascara. But this is a no for me. The other product that is a no, and it's not because the product itself isn't good, it's the price point, and what you're getting is this. This is the Hourglass Phantom Volumizing Glossy Balm. This is one of those glossy, kind of gloss in lipstick form that only advances as you twist it up. I have the shade Slip. It's super pretty. Looks like that, shiny as can be. This is one that I find does trail outside with those fine lines at the edges of my lips. It can kind of spread a little bit as it warms up on my skin because it is super glossy. It's the softest of all of these types of lip products that I have. One from Makeup by Mario, I have some from M. I've tried the Maracuja Juicy Lip from Tarte. There's this one. I've tried other ones in the past, the ones from Marc Jacobs, the ones from Sephora. I really like this type of product. It's one of my favorite types of products, but I'll tell you, the fact that it doesn't stay exactly where I put it without kind of melting out, and I think it's because it's such a soft formula, is one of the things I don't like about it. Another thing I don't like about it is every time I, get product on, it ends up looking like this. And then as I put the cap on, it ends up shoving stuff and I end up with product like this all over. I recently cleaned it so it looks pretty good right now, but normally it looks a disaster. And that may not be an issue for you, but it's one of the things I hate. I want my makeup to look pretty. I want it to look like I care about it, because genuinely I do. This is a super pretty product overall, but it's not a $35 product. I feel like for $35, I want it to last longer. I want it to stay within my lip line. I want it to not have problems with the packaging. And I want to get a lot more. You're getting 0.05 ounces for $35. It's one of the more expensive ones. Tarte, I think, has the most at 0.09 for, is it $18? You get a lot more and you pay a lot less. So I feel like if you love Hourglass, okay, fine, sure. It's not a bad product. I enjoy wearing it and I have been wearing it and I will finish it up, but I would never buy another one. And I wouldn't recommend, for the price and the type of product that it is, if you struggle with fine lines around your lips like I do. I don't find it particularly volumizing. I just thought it was okay. And for $35, you need to be more than just okay. So that was a lot. I know it was a lot. But I wanted to show you not just the new products that I've been liking and kind of like a mini review on them, but also, you know, out of my regular collection, which are the products that I just keep going back for and why. Why I think you might like them as well. Or if you're like, you know what, that's not the sort of makeup where I am, then not for you. But I'll tell you, I have been really enjoying lighter weight makeup. Summertime, I feel like my face is melting off daily, but I feel like these guys have been what I've been loving and craving for July. Let me know what you have been enjoying. It doesn't have to be new. It could be stuff that you habitually reach for in the summertime that just makes you feel more glamorous. And it doesn't have to be makeup or beauty related. You could tell me what your favorite TV show is. You're reading this new amazing book, or, oh my goodness, I did this amazing thing for dinner the other night. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon.